Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. Got a message I'm sure going to blow your mind this morning. You know, as spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, I've been advocating for at least 40 some years about the new kingdom, the kingdom of God, which basically means the kingdom that we have within us that is the solution to all the problems that we experience today becomes outside of us. We allow it to come outside. And this is what I've been talking to and about for so long. But I'm thinking when I look at it, the only thing it has done, and it is appropriate, is brought us to the point that we are at today. Right now, we know any of us in America and most people around the globe know what evil is like, know what lying is about, know what cheating is about, we know what stealing is about, we know what hatred is about, we know what racism is about. We know what bigotry is about. We know what terror is about. We know what white supremacy is about. We know what poverty is about. We know what crime is about. We know what violence is about. And we know what terror is about. And we know what narcissism is about. And we know what war is about. But we don't know what peace is about. We don't know what prosperity is about. We don't know what freedom is about. We don't know what joy is about. We don't know what happiness is about. We don't know what fulfilling our dreams and living the life instead of dreaming about it and being satisfied is about. Isn't that something? And that's what life was made to be, and we know nothing about it. Why? Well, nobody told us. Well, we've had a system that's before us in America. We had Republican and Democrats. We call it a politics. And for now, you would look at America as being an expression, especially with the Republicans in power, as being the bad guy, the bad cop. And you would look at the Democrats as being the good cops. What we fail to see is that bad cop, good cop, they're all cops of the current system. And the current system has blinded us. And the message that God has been sending to all people is to wake you up. Well, some of us wake up a little bit at a time, and that's good. Better some than none. But we aren't there yet. And we are never there until we eradicate the problems. And what does that require? That requires us, those who are awake, who are woke, to speak the truth by exposing the bull and giving life to the truth by walking according to it. And let whatever comes be. Let it whatever comes what may, is the true expression of what it means to be representative of the kingdom, the new kingdom, the one where these things that you don't know about become about. It requires that it engage you, each of you, the people, in the process of creating those things which will allow you to have your needs, your wants, and your desires met by choosing a role that you're going to play in your contribution to life and giving it back. And as you do so, you will create an abundance of everything: food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and so on. And anything that's made by the hands of man now is yours. Why? Because all of you participated in the process of causing its manifestation. And that makes you part owners. And you don't need any outside efforts. You don't need anything from the whole world. You don't need any lying, cheating, and money, and any of that to make this real. It's real. It's solid. It's solidified. And that's what I've been trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. So when I say this to you, I'm not saying you get upset to the degree that you're angry, pointing fingers at the world. No. I'm saying to you that the world does not know any better. I don't care what they say about themselves. I don't care how they lift themselves up trying to be this and trying to be that. The truth of the matter is they are ignorant. They have no idea about what truth is. They have no idea about what love is. They have no idea about any of that. They have been misled. They bought into it. Just like those of us who might be awake, who might be awakening Not there yet. But we know we were just as dumb, just as stupid, just as ignorant on one side or the other, bad cop or good cop. We were still part of the system. We weren't trying to bring the system down. Weren't trying to work the system up. We were just going along with it for whatever our reasons were. But the message that the kingdom of God requires you to know the truth and exhibit it in word and in action. Faith without works is dead. So don't play that game. I want you to know this is what I took time for this Sunday morning to say to you, that we have to forgive Donald Trump. I know it's despicable. You can't even think about it, but you have to. Why? Because Donald Trump was just like you. He was just in a different environment. He learned from his environment just like you learned from yours. Now, you are not perfect. I hope you never done anything as super crazy as that, but I'm sure you have. Otherwise, there would be no forgiveness required. So what I'm saying is the forgiver is the same one that forgives little. They say there is no little. The same one that forgives the biggest. And for you to be entitled to the littlest forgiveness, entitled to the one who requires the biggest forgiveness, theirs as well. And if you think you receive the greatest reward for being free to come into life, you at the bottom, little bitty forgiveness, you got to accept the one at the top is meeting you halfway right there in the middle ground, which is righteousness, forgiveness. And as you have forgiven one another, God has forgiven all of you. And now we walk into the kingdom of God's righteousness and love. That's all I want to say. Talk to you some other time. All right. Have a good one. Bye bye for now.